Hello, thank you for being here today, checking out my YouTube channel and practicing with me. When you're ready, grab your mat and come sit into your most comfortable cross-leg seated position, resting hands on the knees or thighs, maybe the palms facing up or down, your choice, bringing your right foot in front of the left. Very grateful to be recording again today from this beautiful island of Boracay. I hope you will enjoy the view and as well the practice. Let's take a few breaths here before beginning the class, as we always do, to bring ourselves to the practice into this present moment. Let's try 10 rounds of Ujjayi breath. Just change the pattern of your breathing through the throat area, creating that hissing sound that's audible just for you and nobody else. And when you're ready, begin inhaling long, exhaling, relaxing facial muscles, relaxing the muscles around the belly on every exhale, focusing on the breath only. Take your time, inhaling, exhaling equally longer, always out, and again, exhale. Keep breathing Ujjayi. Exhale out. Bring yourself to the practice. If the mind wanders, bring yourself to the present moment. Bring yourself completely here, knowing that you choose to honor yourself in a very positive way today. Keep relaxing and try to be fully present, and as well keep breathing. Remember to support your practice all the time with the breath. When you're ready, bring the hands at the heart in Namaste, and if you feel like, join me for 3 Aums on the next inhale. Beautiful. Always setting up positive intentions for our practice. Always thinking in a very positive way. Not just when we practice yoga, but hopefully all the time. Fully releasing the hands, extend the legs in front of you just for a moment, pointing toes forward and back and crossing again. One more time, bringing your left leg in front of the right. Keep the left hand under your left butt in line with the hip and the right hand extended outside, dropping your right ear to the right shoulder, just stretching the side of the neck here, not collapsing forward. Beautiful. Inhaling, exhaling, and then when you are ready, inhale, come back to center. Inhaling, arms up first, and then twisting towards your left. Bring the right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. Exhale to twist. Inhale always to lengthen away from the lower back. Gaze behind you only as much as the neck allows you. On the next inhale, coming back to center and switching the cross of the legs. Bring your right leg in front of the left, switching sides for the neck part. Bringing right hand under your right hip, left hand outside your left hip, and drop your left ear to the left shoulder again. Just stretching the side of the neck here without collapsing forward, keeping the shoulders relaxed and not collapsing forward. Breathing breathing. Take your time always. And on the next inhale, come back to center. Inhaling, arms up. And this time, twisting. Exhaling to twist on the right. Your left hand is on the right knee. Right hand behind you. Again, make sure to not collapse in the hand behind you. Keeping shoulders in one line. Gaze behind you only as much as the neck allows you. Beautiful. Keep inhaling away from the lower back. Take your time always in the poses. Keep the sitting bones down in the twist and come back to center on the next inhale. Again, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back, interlocking the fingers with the right index on top of the left, stretching knuckles towards the back and lifting arms, knuckles away from the ground to your limit, holding here. And then release, roll the shoulders back and forward a few times. And again, inhaling, arms up. Exhale, interlock one more time, changing the interlock of the fingers, stretching to the back first and then lifting your arms up to your limit without forcing, without arching, rounding too much, without collapsing forward. Keep the sitting bones into the ground, just opening the shoulders here for a bit. And release, inhale, arms up. Hold the opposite elbows and then exhale, release the hands down by the side. Beautiful. Now sitting bones remain down on the mat, both hands outside your hips. Drop the chin down and up to the sky. Drop the chin down, inhaling up. Again, chin to chest and inhale up a few times like that, finding stillness. Beautiful. Rest your hands on the knees this time. Elbows are soft. Inhale, cat and cows in seated. Exhale, round in the back, chin to chest. Pull the navel to spinal. Inhale, forward, pushing the heart and chest forward. Exhale to round. Inhale again. Beautiful. Keep the sitting bones down. Shoulders are relaxed. Arms are there for support. Exhale to round. Inhale again. And exhale. Beautiful. Opening the spinal here. Warming up the spinal. Beautiful. One more. Exhale. Take your time always and then come back to center. Making a few circles on ourselves, maybe starting from your right side. Again, hands are there for support. Nice round in the back when you're moving to the back, and then switching side when you are ready. Again, keeping the sitting bones down, just warming up a little bit more here, relaxing always in the poses. And again, I want to remind you to support the practice at all the time. Bring your hands in front of you. Lift yourself to a tabletop position. Wrists are under the shoulders. And tucking the toes in. Inhaling, exhaling, your first downward facing dog. Spreading fingers, pressing palms, lengthening the upper body. Our first downward facing dog. We stay quite some time here. Maybe bending knee one at a time. Saying yes and no with the head. Checking the neck, checking everything, it's okay. Removing any stiffness, especially if you're practicing this in the morning. Overnight, we accumulate a lot of stiffness. So this is a good time for you to let go and stretch well. Beautiful. Take your time. Inhaling and exhaling, dropping the knees down. Bring the wrist under the shoulders and walk the knees a little bit closer towards your hand this time. Just moving forward and back, tucking the toes again in. Just moving forward and back a few times to open the back of the feet and warming up the wrist a little bit. Not collapsing in the shoulders, pressing the ground away from you all the time. Beautiful. One more round and then come back to center. Turn the fingers to point the outer edges of your mat, and again moving left and right this time, never lifting the heels of the palms off the mat. Again, not collapsing in the shoulders, still warming up the wrist a little bit. And then again, turning the fingers towards the front of the mat. You're gonna turn your right palm to face you, stretching well again the elbow here, stretching the wrist without pushing too much and not collapsing in the shoulders. One more time. And then release, switching side. Your left palm is turning to face you. The top of your palm is on the ground and the fingers are pointing towards you. Make sure to not stress too much the wrist there. Only press as much as is available today. Beautiful. Releasing, walking the knees back under your hips. Take your time here. Make sure to adjust your table. Extend the right leg to the back. Right heel points up. Right toes are all pointed down. Left outer hip rolls up. Right outer hip roll down. Extending the left arm outside your left ear. Inhale your right leg off the ground. Pull navel to spine. Make sure to not collapse into the right shoulder. Long neck, maybe soft gazing in front of you. Slightly in front of you. One line of energy from your left fingers to the right heel. Keep the hips in one line. Exhale, left hand down. Tuck the left toes in. Exhale, three-legged dog. And again, keeping the left outer hip roll up, right outer hip roll down, spreading fingers, pressing the palms equally down, just like you do in downward facing dog. And now bending the right knee, opening the hip, right hip over the left, gazing underneath your right armpit, holding for a few breaths here. Again, your hands are equally pressing down, just like you do in downward facing dog. Make sure to breathe. Extend the right leg, bending right knee, stepping right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee down, inhaling for a low lunge. Always inhaling away from the lower back, maybe gazing up or just in front of you. Take your time, and again make sure to not hurt yourself. Double fold the mat under your left knee if you have to. Right toes, right heel inside outside of the foot, pressing down. And then exhale, frame the right foot, tuck the back toes and step back to a high plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Again, spread the fingers, press the palms, lengthen upper body, sharpen sitting bones, back and up. Long neck always, heavy head in our downward facing dog. Always bring in back the breathing if it's gone. Again, inhale, gaze at top of the mat, right foot steps at the top, left to follow. Flat back on the inhale, exhale to fold. Soft bend in the knees if you have to. Inhale again for a flat back. Move the hands on the fingertips or palms down just in front of your feet and hold here your pose, shifting the weight forward on your toes. And then exhale again, fold. Plant the palms down, step the left foot back, right to follow, plank, exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 breaths here. Always spread the fingers, press the palms, exhale, knees down. Left side, this time extending left leg to the back. Left toes are all down, left heel is up to the ceiling. Extending right arm outside your right ear and inhaling the left leg off the ground, off the mat. Long neck, maybe gazing in front of you, navel to spine, and left outer hip rolls down, right outer hip up. Pushing through that heel and extending that arm away from you. One line of energy from the right toes to the left heel. Not collapsing into the left shoulder. Drop the right hand down. Tuck the back toes in. Inhale here. Exhale, three-legged dog. Beautiful. Take your time. Just 4 breaths. 3 again. 2. And 1. When you are ready, bending into the left knee, you're gonna inhale here, stacking the left hip over the right, and then gazing underneath your left armpit. Still pressing the palms equally down into the mat, relaxing the neck and the jaws, opening the hips, breathing here, 2 breaths again. Exhale. Beautiful. Extending left leg up and then stepping left foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhaling for your low lunge. Left outer hip still roll back. Right outer hip forward. Your left toes, left heel inside outside of the foot pressing down. Inhale away from the lower back. Always do what your body feel like. Work with it, not against. And exhale. Frame the left foot, tuck the back toes in, step back again to a high lunge. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 3 breaths here again. You can always take a child's pose. Remember, child's pose, it's always there to support. Spreading fingers, pressing palms into the mat. Again, inhale, step the right foot in between the hands, left knee down, back to our lunge. And then extending the front leg, energizing the upper body, keeping the upper body away from the lower back. You're gonna move from a lunge to a split for a few times. And we do this one more time. Inhale to come up. Exhale to extend. Inhale to come up and then exhale. Frame the right foot, stepping the foot back to a high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 breaths here. Spread the fingers, press the palms, checking the neck always, checking the breath, lengthening the upper body, maybe moving hips from side to side or bending knees. When you're ready, step the left foot in between, inhaling back to your lunge, and then we're gonna move back to that split from a lunge to a half split a few times. Beautiful. Inhale to come up. Exhale to extend everything out. Your toes are up, your heel is down. Inhale up. Exhale to extend, and again, and then framing left foot, stepping the left foot back, high plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog, and exhaling, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Spread the fingers, press the palms, lengthen upper body, sharpen sitting bones, always long neck, heavy head. Take your time or a child's pose at any time you feel like. And then when you are ready, gaze at the top of the mat, stepping left foot at the top, right to follow. Inhaling for that flat back, exhaling to fold. And again, inhaling, holding here for a few breaths, walking the hands in front of you on the fingertips, wrist on the shoulders, and shifting the weight forward on your toes, stretching the back of the legs. Your sitting bones are still sharpened up and back. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Planting the palms down. You're going to step back to high plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And then tucking the toes. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Maybe moving hips from side to side or bending knees, doing anything that works for you. On the next inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog again. Holding here, left outer hip up, right outer hip rolls down. You're still pressing the palms equally down. You are feeling the upper body the same way you do in downward facing dog. When you're ready, bending right knee, stacking right hip over the left, gazing underneath the right armpit for your hip opening here. Again, your upper body feels the same like you do in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Extending right leg up and then stepping right foot in between the hands. Your left outer hip rolls down, right outer hip up, bending into the front knee. Left hand stays, gaze down, inhale there. Exhale, right arm up into a twist. Keep the shoulders in one line. The gaze will follow the hand only if the neck is okay with it. Pressing the ground away from you, not collapsing into the left shoulder, kicking through the back heel, left heel. Holding your twist here, making sure this is not hurting your lower back. Exhale, right hand down. And then making sure your feet are hip apart, you inhale your arms up for your high lunge. Tailbone in, always inhaling away from the lower back. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Your right toes, right heel inside outside of the foot, pressing down, kicking through that back heel. Relaxing the facial muscles, inviting the breath back into the practice if it's not there. One more breath here. Inhale, and then on the next exhale, you're gonna move into your warrior 2. Tailbone in, inhale away from the lower back, shoulders in one line, gaze towards the right. Just a few breaths here. Relaxing facial muscles always. Don't let the right knee fall in. Right inner thigh, roll to the outer hip. Wonderful. One more breath. And then when you're ready, exhale your right hand inside your right foot. Your left shoulder remains up. Left outer hip rolls towards the back. Exhaling left arm above your left ear. Long neck may be gazing up or just in front of you. You only do what the neck allows you, what your body allows you to do in the practice. A little bit of resistance is happening in between your right upper arm and right knee. Beautiful. One more breath here. Outer edge of the left foot pressing down. And then gaze in front of you, pushing through the heels. Reverse your warrior on the next inhale. One more time. You gaze up only if the neck allows you. Long neck before turning your gaze always. Inhaling back to warrior 2. Extending the front leg. Bending again. And then framing right foot on the next exhale. And stepping back to a high plank. Exhaling Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling upward facing dog. Exhaling downward facing dog. Beautiful. Spread the fingers always. Press the palms into the mat. Long neck, heavy head. Lengthen the upper body. Keep the feet at the back of the mat, hip apart. We're gonna prepare for the left side, repeating the same on the left side. When you are ready, inhale left leg high, 3-legged dog. Left outer hip rolls down, right outer hip rolls up. Your hands are equally pressing down. You are lengthening the upper body the same way you do in downward facing dog. One more breath here. Make sure to breathe and relax the jaws. And then when you're ready, bend into the left knee, stacking the left hip over the right, gazing underneath your left armpit. Holding again, making sure if this is not okay for you, you can always hold your 3-legged dog or just a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Extend the left leg up again. Step the left foot in between your hands, keeping the feet hip apart. Inhaling when you are ready, finding your Tristi focus point, and exhaling your left arm up. Your right hand remains down for your twist. Keeping the shoulders in one line. Again, follow the hand with the gaze only if the neck allows you. Kicking through the back heel. Right heel this time. Make sure this is not hurting your lower back. You're twisting from the shoulders, not from the lower back. Exhaling again, framing the right foot. Make sure your feet are hip apart, and then inhale all the way up for your high lunge. Left outer hip still rolled back, and the right outer hip rolls forward. Left toes, left heel inside outside of the foot pressing down. Keep the tailbone in, shoulders away from the ears. We're gonna move to our warrior 2 soon. So inhale here, and on the next exhale, you're gonna move sideways for your warrior 2, keeping left heel in line with the right arch of the foot. Tailbone in, gaze towards the left, shoulders in one line. Inhale away from the lower back always. Outer edge of the right foot pressing down. Left toes, left heel inside outside of the foot pressing down. Beautiful. Hold your warrior. One more breath. Doing good. Remember, the more you bend into the front knee, the more the outer edge of the back foot will press into the mat. Don't let the left knee fall in, and then when you're ready, exhale your left hand inside your left knee. Keep the right shoulder up to the ceiling, and then exhale right arm above the right ear. Right outer hip as well, roll back. A little bit of resistance, it's happening in between your left knee, left upper arm. You gaze up towards the right elbow only if the neck say okay. Otherwise, you can always gaze in front of you. On the next inhale, come all the way to reverse your warrior. Maybe finding a bind with the right hand behind you, finding for your inner thigh, left inner thigh. And then inhale back to warrior 2. Extend the front leg just for a moment, then bend again. And then exhale. Frame the left foot, step back to a high plank, taking your Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling upward facing dog, and exhaling downward facing dog. Shoulders always stays away from the ears. Both in downward facing dog and upward facing dog. I see a lot of people with the shoulders all the way up, lifting when they back bend in upward facing dog. So try to roll the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Hold your downward facing dog, just a breath, and then exhale, step the knees down, crossing the legs at the shins, sitting down and extending the legs in front of you for a Navasana both pose. You can extend the legs, not arching or rounding in the upper body, extending the arms as well, gazing at your toes. If this is too much for you, you can always bend the knees, bringing the hands at the hamstrings for support. Cross again, bend the knees, cross the legs at the shin, hands in front of you, step back to a plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Take 2 breaths here. Spread the fingers, press the palms, lengthen upper body, sharpen sitting bones back and up, always checking if the breath is there. Long neck, heavy head, beautiful. Again, exhale, knees down, stepping the knees forward, sitting behind and extending the legs in front of you, preparing again for one more round or Navasana. As I mentioned to you before, you can either extend the legs or bend the knees and holding, supporting yourself, holding your hands under your hamstring. As long as you're not arching or rounding the back, feel free to extend the arms or again keep them there at the hamstrings, gazing just in front of you with a very, very relaxed jaws, facial muscles. One more breath here. Wonderful. Engaging abdominal muscles for your both Navasana. And then again, crossing shin bones in front of you, hands in front of you, stepping back to a high plank, exhaling Chaturanga Dandasana, inhaling upward facing dog, exhaling downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just 2 breaths here again, always checking if everything is in place, always spreading fingers. Again, exhale, knees down, crossing legs at the shins, extend the legs in front of you this time, sit, bend the right knee, bringing right foot on top of the left upper thigh. Bring your right hand behind you, try to find the bind, catch onto the right big toe, inhale, left arm up, exhale, catch the outer edge of the left foot, inhale again for a flat back, rolling the right shoulder down before you fold completely, trying to bring crown of the head towards your left toes rather than dropping forehead to the knees. Every inhale, it's a reminder to lengthen the upper body away from the lower back and rolling that right shoulder down. Inhale, coming back up. Now your left hand come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Try to extend that right leg in front of you again without collapsing in the upper body. Inhale, right arm up as well. And exhale to a twist. Follow the right hand behind you with the gaze again only if the neck is okay with it. And holding here once more, make sure to not collapse in the lower back. Beautiful. One more breath here. Take your time and then back to center, slowly releasing the right leg, doing the same on the left. Bend into the left knee, left foot comes on the right thigh. Your left hand comes behind your back, trying to find the bind, catching onto your left big toe. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, catch onto the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale again for a flat back. Exhale, fold, making sure you turn that left shoulder down towards the ground before you fold completely. And again, every inhale, make sure to lengthen the upper body away from the lower back. If this is hurting your lower back, then just come out of the pose or maybe lengthen a little bit more before you fall. Beautiful. Inhale to come up, and again switching hands, releasing the bind. Your right hand comes onto the outer edge of your left foot, extending left leg in front of you. Inhale here, and then on the exhale, left arm goes behind you. Follow your hand with the gaze only if the neck is okay. You can always gaze forward. That's also good enough. Shoulders are in one line. Keep inhaling always away from the lower back. Beautiful. And then when you are ready, slowly come back to center and release. Extending legs in front of you and then bending again. This time trying to catch both big toes with the peace finger, maybe extending one leg at a time first, left and right, before trying to extend both legs up. Holding here, again not rounding or arching into the upper body. Shoulders are relaxed, gaze at your toes. One more breath, beautiful. One last breath, inhale long. And then just for a moment, opening the legs to the side just to see who's in front of you. Say hello and then come back to center. And then slowly release the feet down, coming into butterfly, bending knees on the side this time. Soles of the feet together, heels towards you. Inhale and exhale, fold. Relaxing shoulders again. You can keep the hands in front of you or bring the lower arm inside your inner thighs. Anything that works for you, as long as you relax and again you support your practice with the breathing at all the time. Beautiful. Inhale, come on up, and then helping yourself with the hands, bring the knees back up to center. Moving knees from side to side just for a moment here, bringing the hands behind you for support, just to release some tension. A few rounds left and right. Take your time and then coming back to center, crossing the legs, coming again into your cross leg. Maybe bringing the right leg first in front of you. Inhale here and then exhale, fold for a moment, holding. Once more, you're keeping the sitting bones down, you're relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaws. Just a moment here to recover, and then inhale back to center, changing, extending the legs and changing the cross of the shins. Again, sitting bones down. Inhale away from the lower back and exhale. Walk the hands in front of you. Surrender here for a couple of breaths. Knowing you did well, you're just recovering here for a moment. Relaxing the jaws, shoulders, facial muscles, and if the floor is too far, remember always maybe bring the blocks with you, or a pillow can help you here to support your head to fully relax towards the end of the class. Inhale, coming back up. And again, coming onto your mat, making sure there's nothing behind you without collapsing or dropping. Lean back, hug the knees into the chest, keeping the shoulders down, the head and the neck down, and then just rock from side to side a few times here. Softening the gaze again, softening the facial muscles. relax completely. You are about to end the class, so just try to bring some peace already into your mind. Extending left leg in front of you, just hug the right knee into the chest. Your left hand stays on your right knee, right hand on the right shin bone, maybe making a few circles here with the right ankle to the outside and inside, making sure again your lower back remains down. You are completely flat on the mat, especially neck, lower back. We give extra attention always, releasing those circles in the ankles. When you are ready, you're going to extend your right arm outside your right mat, keeping the right arm in line with the shoulders, and with your left hand you pull the right knee towards the left side of the mat, still gazing up, or again long neck before you gaze towards the right into a supine twist. Again, make sure this is okay for the lower back. Make sure you're trying your best to keep the shoulder blades down, and again soften the gaze. Soften yourself, muscles around the belly, shoulders are relaxed here. Everything is at peace right now. Just breathe and relax. When you're ready, gaze back to center, right knee back to center, hugging one more time that knee, and then extending right leg down, switching side, hugging left knee into the chest. Left hand, left shin bone, right hand top of the left knee, again remaining flat back on the mat, making those few circles onto the left ankle, outside circles, make it big and long, inside circles. When you're ready, you can release the circles, again making sure neck and lower back are there, into the ground, not arching, not lifting lower back from the ground, softening the gaze. You can close the eyes already if you feel like. Your choice. As I mentioned, we're moving towards the end of the practice, so feel free to relax completely. When you're ready, extending left arm outside the mat towards the left side of your mat, in line with the left shoulder, with the right hand pulling left knee towards the right side of the mat into our supine twist on the other side. Again, you're gazing up or long neck before you gaze towards the left, trying your best to keep the shoulder blades down, making sure again this is not hurting your lower back, making sure everything is okay with you. You're softening the muscles around the belly, you're softening the shoulders, facial muscles, and just breathe and relax. So beautiful. Everything come back to center on the next inhale, hugging both knees into the chest one more time, inhaling, exhaling, hugging yourself, giving forehead to the knees, and then lifting yourself to your most comfortable cross-legged seated position. One more time. We're gonna end the class with 20 rounds of Ujjayi breath. Again, remember, you're just changing the pattern of the breathing. And remember, you can always extend the practice of pranayama up to 5 minutes. Doing pranayama for a long time, it's always a good idea. Beautiful. Resting the hands on the knees. Again, making sure everything is relaxed in the body. When you're ready, let's begin. Remember, the sound of Ujjayi, it's audible just for you and nobody else. Inhaling long. Exhale. Inhale. And out. Rise and fall. Everything is relaxed in the face. The knees are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, everything is relaxed. Creating that hissing sound, slowly long in and slowly long out. Again, inhale. Exhale. more rounds together, inhaling long and out. One more inhale and out. Don't force any of this. If it's giving you any dizziness or discomfort, just breathe what's normal breathing for you. Remember to work with the body always, not against. Again, inhaling and out. Beautiful. You can release Ujjayi, or if you want to continue, go ahead. That's okay. Rest here for a moment. Just observe your inhalation, your exhalation. You are at peace right now with yourself, with the world, and everything around you. You're grateful for being here today and have practice once more your yoga practice today. Relax completely, be at peace. And again, if you wish to join me for one Aum and 3 Shantis to end the class with, feel free to chant with me. Otherwise, you can skip this. Bending elbows, bringing the hands at the heart in Namaste. Let's now chant one Aum and 3 Shantis on the next inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The divine light within me honors the divine light within you. Namaste. And before you leave today, I want to read for you an oracle card that I draw earlier for you. The card I draw today is called Surrender, and the message is as follows. When the answers cannot be found, I surrender so that I may listen for the answer that resides in stillness. When you want what you want, your stubbornness can cause you to invest yourself in situations that will never come to fruition. The busyness of your mind and the power of your emotional needs can quickly take over your energetic experience and make it difficult to see, hear, and discern what is right in front of you. When the stubbornness turns to obsession, something must give, and your energetic stability can become the victim of your compulsions. You can spend an entire lifetime obsessing about something that will never come to be. Better to surrender and reassess where your energies can serve their highest purpose. Do I refuse to let go because I believe I'm not worthy of something better? Do my obsessions create an energetic static that cloud my intuition? Why am I not surrendering to the tide of energetic movement? So yes, sometimes we are wondering why this is not happening. I really want this right now. Sometimes things are not happening the way we want because I always believe that something better that has to come instead. So again, thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope this was the practice you wanted to do today and the message you wanted to hear. Thank you so much again. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you in the next class. Namaste.